Sammy, come on. What up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome to the Thursday video. We're just out in the garage again, got the wood stove fired up. I actually came out here and that thing was like shooting fireballs up out the chimney. I made it myself, so But anyway, so today we got a little project we're going to be starting. We're going to take some scraps that we found around the shop and around the house, and we're going to try to make a welder. Sounds safe, right? Let's get into it. Alright guys, here we go. Yes, you heard me right. We're going to try to make a welder. Hi, Sammy. So, what I did is I found some scraps around the house, around the garage, some from the shop at work, and we're going to use them. We're going to make a welder. The short of the story is, as soon as I can get this piece of crap truck out of here, I'm sorry, but as soon as I can get the Mazda out of here and done, now that we have all this space, we're going to take on the Fox body project. We're going to rip the motor out, reseal it, do some body work, get some nicer wheels and tires, and put a rear end in it. For as far as the interior goes, we're going to leave it basically stripped. We're going to put a dash in the car and some nice gauges, and that's about it. I'm going to use Monster Liner on the entire interior. I don't really care that this car's interior is going to be super complete, because what I plan on doing with the car, other than just enjoying it, is taking it to our local drag strip and just running the street legal days. Just have some fun with it, you know? So it's going to be more of a project / race car than like a full original restoration. It's Fox body. It is a 4i, so they're getting kind of rare and they're cool when you see them. I want it to look nice, but not necessarily original. Anyway, back into it. So, there's going to be a few things that I want a spot welder for. And I did buy a Harbor Freight spot welder years ago. And I bought a Harbor Freight one because the cost is right, and how often do I use a spot welder? Anyway, the one thing I don't like about it is the arms are only about this far apart. So unless you have a tiny piece of metal, it don't really work. So I looked into a few other options, and they're just super expensive for what I want. And I want some detachable arms. I found a video on YouTube from, I believe it's the King of Random. Shout out to him, go check him out. He has a lot of really cool builds. But that's kind of what this is based off of. So I have this scrap piece of wood here. It's actually a box from work. And I actually had to cut this in half. It's twice as big as this, but it wouldn't fit my Camry and the trucks. Yeah. So that's why this is cut apart, but we're going to try to repurpose this because my goal is to do this as cheap as possible. The second thing we're going to do is salvage some parts from this microwave here. And the only things that I purchased are these few things in bags here. This heavy gauge wire, I'm going to need another lug because I have one lug on the end, but no lug on this end. So I'll have to bring this to work and crimp a lug on. We're going to use this nice heavy gauge wire for the leads of the welder when we get to that point. So the whole assembly of the welder isn't going to happen today, but we're just kind of explaining a little bit what's going on. So I got this copper wire, solid copper wire here. This was $2.98. So we're going to use this for the tips. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. I got a switch cover, some wire nuts, and a couple copper lugs. Those look like that. Here's my receipt from Menards here. The copper lugs were $2.49. The wire nuts were $1.29. 29 cents for the light switch cover. $2.67. And 58 cents for the switch. For a grand total of $10.36. Now if you do that math, that doesn't add up. I also paid $2.50 for a Jack's frozen pizza. So if we take the pizza out of there, we spent about $7.90. So if we can make a welder for $7.90, that's going to be the title of the finished video, is how to make a welder for under 10 bucks. And if I don't die. Again, this is probably kind of stupid, so don't try this at home. I make lots of stupid stuff on my own. I made my wood stove. I've made a lot of stuff, and I'm not saying that all of it's safe. So definitely don't go messing around with some of this crap if you don't know what you're doing. But the idea is we're going to take all of these components, and we're going to use the transformer is going to be the main part that we're going to modify, as well as a few other parts from this microwave, and make a spot welder. So what we're going to do is try to take the high voltage transformer, modify it so we get higher amps, less volts, and then the idea is we should be able to use it as a spot welder. So, without any further ado, we're going to take apart this microwave and salvage some parts. I'll see you in a minute. No biting. No biting. Sit. Shake. Good girl. You're okay. Alright, so we're back. We finished salvaging the microwave. We got the parts we need. So basically we didn't need too many parts for this. We saved the power cord so that we have something to plug into the wall. We have the transformer right here, which we're going to be modifying. There's 3 coils in here, and we're only going to need 1 of them. The other 2 are going to be gone, basically, and we're going to use that heavy gauge copper wire to make the transformer the way we want it. Again, we're going to bring down that voltage and bring up the amperage so that we can use it as a welder. The couple other things that we got a contact switch, and I just saved a couple of them in case I break them or one of them was bad or something. And then we got some wired spade connectors that we're going to use to hook it all together. So this was the start of the welding project. Again, the goal is to make something inexpensive but that's effective. I'm going to be able to release the arms and weld in a lot different spots. We're trying to make something that I can use for the Fox body build, hopefully help us out with that. And again, if all goes as planned, we'll keep this thing under 10 bucks. It'll be like $7 and some change, which would be amazing. So tune in on Sunday. We're going to pick this back up, hopefully get this thing working. I might tear it down to make it prettier at that point. I'm not really sure yet. I might also do some of the woodwork off camera, just some measurements, stuff like that. Basically, we're just going to use this as a housing for all the guts of the welder and then make a few contact arms. So I might do that off camera, or I might make a time lapse. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. I can make a detailed description. If not, I'm just going to get that part done so we can assemble it, and I'll show you how to assemble the whole thing. Thanks for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. See you on Sunday.